Vish Khanna here, Lawnya Vawnya 3 in St. John's, Newfoundland, and it's
in a laneway.
we're in a laneway or an alley? What would you call this?
A cul-de-sac.
Cul-de-sac, you went a whole other way. I say laneway, alley, you pick a new thing.
Well, I just realized there was a cul-de-sac whilst you were saying those terms.
Okay.
I realized this is the end of the lane.
What do you make of this place?
I love it. I've been here for 4 hours. Went up to the
Signal Hill?
Hill, where Marconi did the first transatlantic radio transmission. Isn't that right?
That's right.
That's big. It's kind of a big thing.
Yeah, it was huge.
Part of history. It's cool. It's a beautiful view. I've only seen St. John's in those really lovely Newfoundland Labrador tourism ads. Apparently, it took them 4 or 5 weeks to locate 4 turntables for me to play on.
Yeah, I can see that. You know, it's hard to get stuff like that around here. Has that happened to you in any other part of the world? Has it taken...
Absolutely not. They're not rare turntables. I don't understand. You know what I mean? I've played Nelson, British Columbia. That's a small town in Canada, too.
Yeah.
No problem. But apparently, yeah, you know, so there was a few email, you know, back and forth. And would it be possible to fly your own turntable? I'm like, sure, yeah, we could do that. And then they looked into it, and they thought, oh, it's not very environmentally friendly and also very expensive. They're going to try to locate them here, and they found some.
Anything else coming up for Kid Koala that we need to know about before we let you go?
No, I did some music for that film Gatsby, which opens
For real?
next week. Yeah.
What?
Opens
I thought...
10th.
You're not Jay-Z, are you?
No, I'm not. No.
I thought Jay-Z did all the music for The Great Gatsby.
I think he executive produced the soundtrack.
Did you talk to Jay-Z about working on this music?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
No, I got into it through Baz Luhrmann. Who
Do you know Baz?
I don't. With the weirdest, well, I do now, but I was on the 12-Bit Blues tour, well, doing the Vinyl Vaudeville show in Los Angeles, and he was at that show, and I guess he enjoyed what he heard. And the weirdest thing was 2 days after that show, I had an email from Baz Luhrmann on my phone going, "What? What's going on?"
So you like scored scenes, or they just put?
Yeah, well, I kind of worked with some of the elements that they had, and did a few cues for certain scenes, and then I did a remix for the soundtrack too.
Nice. That's great. So things are going well for you.
Well, I don't know. We're going to New York for the premiere, and I'm probably, apparently you have to dress in 1920s kind of. I don't have anything that.
So like you're dressed today, basically.
Yeah,
I mean, this is
very
clearly 1920s.
clearly the roaring hoodie.
You have to understand, I was educated very poorly. I don't know much about the 1920s, but I understand that that's, you know, this seems about right.
Yeah, I think so. We'll see.
Okay.
It's gonna be fun. So that's happening, and then I guess it's gonna open at Cannes a week after that. So,
Are you going to that?
yeah, we're gonna go to that.
Look at you. You're doing so well. I'm so happy for you.
Well, I didn't make the movie. I just, you know,
No, but
did
you're
my
in
thing.
the movie. You're in the movie.
I'm not in the movie.
You're
I
in
did
the movie. You're in the
I did
movie.
some of the audio for parts of the movie. In fact, if you could pick the parts out, maybe we should have a little contest. If you can find the actual 3 cues where I had a stake in some of the audio, you'll win like pancakes.
Well, listen, you have a great time in St. John's. We're very, on behalf of the city that I don't live in, I'd like to say thank you for coming out.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. But before I let you go, did you enjoy the icebergs in your drink?
I did. We had some 1,000-year-old ice, which was harvested from some harbor around here.
You put harvested in air quotes. Why did you make that choice?
Because they said. They said this has been harvested from. I'm quoting someone else.
I see.
Never say.
Okay.
I would never even know that was the correct verb for gathering. I would have said gathered or like taken out or like.
Just when you put air quotes, it was like you didn't know what it meant. Like, okay.
I'm not sure. It sounds a bit pretentious to me. It's like, what do you do? I harvest iceberg.
Eric, Kid Koala, that is. Thank you so much for chatting with me today, and have a great time in St. John's.
Okay.
Cool. All right, Kid Koala and Vish, at Lawnya Vawnya. We'll talk to you soon. Exclaim TV.